Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me and Matt tonight to look back at the amazing adventures that 2021 brought us, and also to look forward to 2022. Hello, love.
Hi.
I see you didn't want to quit camping. You just decided to stay in the camper.
I mean, it's really comfortable in here.
I
You have
will
kids
say
and stuff inside.
my
So,
watch and everything
yeah.
is dead from our trip. We literally came home, haven't done much of anything besides feed the kids.
I mean, we did unpack, and I did mildly clean the camper.
I didn't really unpack if you consider throwing the clothes in there on the bed.
But all the stuff is out of the camper and out of the Gladiator.
This is true.
So, it doesn't mean everything's been put away on the inside of the house.
Yeah. James and Travis say hey.
What's up?
As y'all can see, I have Matt in the camper, so that way he doesn't distract me. Or he's not going.
It's very quiet and peaceful out here.
I know.
I may start doing all my editing in here.
That's why I went out there the other day whenever you were working and just hung out.
If I had my dual monitor in here, I would.
Yeah. That's not going to be your new office, babe.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah, it could be. So, hey, we're here to talk about 2021.
Yeah,
what
are you doing with me here?
Well, I'm actually I have a whole bunch of pictures, and I'm hoping to kind of take a look back at 2021 and see the places where you've been.
The most unbelievable year ever.
Has it been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had told me on January 1 all the things that were going to happen in 2021, I would have said you were absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Because that's the first year that you became like full-time YouTube.
Well, not just that. I mean, yeah, that. I mean, that was huge. But I mean, just all the incredible trips that happened this year, and plus major life changes with.
I know you turned 50.
Did turn 50, but we started the year with COVID.
Yeah, we did. We thought we were making it unscathed through 2020, and 2021 was like, gotcha.
Hold my beer. But then getting rid of Knuckles, never would have thought that was going to happen.
I know.
And getting rid of the pumpkin, that happened actually in 2021. We got the tank. So
yeah. Here's a picture of Knuckles. Let's just take a little scroll through memory lane here. You got Knuckles, and then you got Nathan, and then I think which trip was this?
I have no idea.
Gotcha. I think it's the one where his engine messed up.
Then that was March Madness.
That was March Madness. So that happened back in March. Yeah. That's crazy. Let's see.
Wow.
I know. That was a fun trip. Where was that at?
That was over near White Rock. We were supposed to run Frog Bayou that day and never did.
Yeah.
Some other stuff.
Yeah, I think our plans was to run Frog Bayou backwards that day, right?
It was.
Yeah.
Which we didn't actually get to do until our Muddy Santa Christmas trip. So.
I mean, we still got around to it, right? That's all that matters.
We did.
Yeah. And then we also got that this year.
We did. Oh, yeah. We got a kayak this year.
Yeah. Where have you taken that one out, and what are your plans with the inflatable kayak?
Well, the only place we've taken it is the ocean. So we
chasing sharks.
Yeah, I did actually. I did chase a shark in it and rode waves in it. But I mean, we really regret not taking it to Big Bend.
Yeah,
that was a huge regret. We've got to remember to start taking that with us.
Yeah, you were all in on the scooter. You were like, let's take the scooter.
I did. and we didn't ride the scooter because it was freezing that day.
I would have much rather had floated into Santa Elena. You think we could have made it in the inflatable kayak?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not that one, the water was low, and two, it wasn't rocky. So at least not in that section.
But there's rapids further up. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, but we would have been paddling upstream, not down. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely want to take it more places this year.
Yeah, but we also wouldn't have had time to do it that day either because we were just making a quick trip to St. Helena.
Yeah, unless that's what we went. We got to go back to Big Bend.
We got to go. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Here's the YouTubers in action. There's you, and then Grant.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, that was Bonfire Run.
That was the Bonfire Run. That's Matthew. I don't have the picture of Robert. Robert full sent it on that one.
Yep, Robert made that one. Me and Matthew got stuck.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's right. You didn't give it like Robert sent it.
Yeah, well, me and Matthew, made it smaller for Robert.
Oh,
because we had shaved off the top of the little ridge.
Gotcha. So you just made the way for Robert.
Right, but Robert says it was that trip that made me decide to get the Gladiator.
That's true. Did you have all of these in 2021, or did you earn any of these?
I didn't earn any of those in 2021.
No, but you did earn some trail badges.
Well, I earned them all I earned all those again in Sully in 2021, plus some others.
What did you earn this year?
Like the new badges?
Yeah, I mean I know, but other people don't know, and you're gonna have to talk.
Well, I just didn't know. I didn't know if you meant just what did I earn, period, or what new badges did I earn?
You're not a very good person to talk right
to. Let's see. All the badges that I did this year. Fins and Things, Hell's Revenge, Steelbender, Metal Masher, Golden Spike, Poison Spider, Pritchett Canyon.
Wait, these are ones you did this year?
Yeah, I did all these this year.
When did you do Metal Masher with
James?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we went out there with James.
That was on
That's when we did. Me. That's when we did Metal Masher, Poison Spider, and Golden Spike.
Okay.
Yeah, when you weren't there. And Poughkeepsie Gulch, and Engineer Pass, and of course the 3 badges at the Hot Springs Off-Road Park.
Ophir. I was there with Ophir.
Yep, Ophir Pass. But while I was there, I got some of the badges that I had already run in Knuckles.
So what's your favorite badge trail there in Moab?
Ooh, Golden Spike, which you haven't been on.
Why?
It's just so different. It starts out like a typical Moab trail, slick rocks and spins and steep hill climbs and stuff. But then it goes down into this wash section that's high canyon walls on both sides. There's a stream that you are basically going through, and then it's got some unique obstacles on it, such as Golden Crack, which is famous out in Moab.
James agrees with you and says Golden.
Yeah, Golden Spike was my new favorite after that trip.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So
Jody is asking if you're from Missouri.
No. Arkansas.
No. We live in Arkansas.
Raised in Little Rock.
Yeah. And then Cindy said hello from the frozen north.
I bet you are frozen right now.
What's the weather like up there, Cindy? Is it
snowy?
Yeah, how much snow you got? We got some snow the other day. All the kids went to the hill and they were they were sledding on grass.
Nuh-uh.
That's basically the point of it.
Did they go sledding? No one went sledding that day. There wasn't enough snow.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, James said he's got to do it again.
No, definitely.
Yeah, Eli, he didn't realize there's 3 badge trails at Hot Springs. So I've actually taken I've taken my Cherokee and did those badge trails there at Hot Springs.
Yep, you ran all of them in the Grand Cherokee.
Mm-hmm. My favorite trail of that is Fun Run.
That's my favorite trail there too.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I will say
I don't know that Fun Run's my favorite trail there. I love Ultimate Adventure.
Well, I'm talking about the
badges. The badges.
badges.
Yeah, Fun Run's my favorite.
Yeah. I like the rock, the in between little ledge there. But I do like Rubicon as well. Rubicon, Fun Run, and Snake are the 3 trail badges. That's here at Hot Springs Off-Road Park, and they're under new management there. Amazing group of people. But I like Rubicon Ridge as well, because that first little section where it teeters down in, but after that it's pretty tame.
Yeah, the entrance to Rubicon's great, but after that it's just boring. I don't really care for it. It's too long.
Well, tell that to the dent my vehicle.
They need an earlier exit. That's right. You did get your dent on Rubicon Ridge, didn't you?
I did, Rubicon Ridge. But my Jeep is not here at the house.
No. Nope. That dent is getting fixed finally.
It's getting fixed. And
don't tell.
No, don't tell.
No, it's secret.
Oh, it's a secret.
No, we have new plans for the Grand Cherokee Trailhawk.
Yeah. It's going away and getting a Bronco.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh, I wish.
Oh, yeah. But that was okay. Can we talk about? Okay, I don't know if anyone here saw your video about the Bronco, or your video or my video. Someone's.
It was video. I think I made a TikTok.
Yeah, your TikTok video.
Yeah.
But that was hysterical. How many people did not watch the whole video and were commenting, "Congratulations! What color? How do you love it? Are you going to mod it?" Da, 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 da. That was hysterical.
It was so funny. We got so many messages and comments saying that, congratulations. I knew Cara would get her way. All this stuff. No newsflash. Matt is still a jerk. But it was hysterical. Practical. It was hysterical. And I would just like to point out to you guys that video was 58 seconds. You didn't spend the whole, it's a minute. Your attention spans, y'all got to work on that, because we make videos on YouTube that are like 30 minutes. Y'all bowing out after 10 minutes. Matt doesn't have a job.
Some people do.
That's what shameless. We see you. We know when you get out of the videos early. Just saying. But Cindy said that she bets I cannot wait to go to Keweenaw in 2022. And I am super pumped for Keweenaw.
Heck yeah.
I was actually looking on my handy dandy.
Oh Lord. What things do you have to get up there?
Passport. Well, there's other places in Michigan. And I was going to see, and in Wisconsin.
Yeah, but remember, this section of Michigan is actually completely separate from the bulk of Michigan.
But don't you have to go through there?
No, you don't go through Maine, Michigan. Maine, Michigan, this is I don't know how this part is even part of Michigan. It should be part of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
But because it's separated by a lake. I mean, it would be like if Memphis were part of Arkansas.
That's not helping me because I just learned that American Samoa is part of the U.S.
Well, it's okay.
I know Michigan is north because
I don't know why. I don't know why that part of Michigan is even part of Michigan, because they're not connected in any way.
So if they have something in Wisconsin, we could do that. I'm gonna have to map it out.
We go through the most boring land in the country
to get to the amazingness.
Michigan. That makes sense. They call it Michigan.
Yeah, Eli thought the Bronco video was great. I didn't get a Bronco. I wish I got a Bronco.
Nope.
Oh, we have a question from a viewer.
Oh, we do.
What was your favorite Ben moment from 2021?
Well, thank you, Bid. There weren't enough Ben moments of 2021 because you suck and went to college and didn't make it up here for very much of 2021.
A little bitter.
So I'm trying to remember what Ben moments there even was in 2021.
Well, he went to the subscriber run. Remember, you had to go find him because he went lost.
Is that the only thing he went to? I'm trying to remember.
No, he showed up. No, he went with us to Moore. He camped with us at Moore. Well, I say camped. We got an Airbnb.
Babe, that was 2 years ago.
Was it?
This year at Moore, in 2021 at Moore, we stayed with Joey and Connie.
No, that was Artemis Open House. Bring it.
Was it?
You wrong.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, it was Artemis Open House.
Mm-hmm. So okay. I'm sorry, who was right?
Okay, you were.
I was what?
You were right.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
God, I mean, seriously, Ben, what trips
See,
were you
even
on?
Kyle with the most amazing Bronco ever knows.
Well, I know, but we did. I mean, did I even wheel with Ben in 2021? He wasn't on Bonfire Run.
Mm-mm.
He wasn't at March Madness.
Cold Water?
He wasn't on Cold Water Run. He didn't go with us on any of the trips to Moab.
He came up here. He came up here to install some things.
I mean, I guess my favorite Ben moment was he and I installing the lift.
That was quality time.
That was good times. He's done a lot to help me install things on the Gladiator.
Yeah.
So we've had good quality times, but we had no wheeling trips really.
Yeah.
Yes, mm-hmm. I am in the tank.
He's in the doghouse.
This is my new hangout.
Oh yeah, there's a little.
Well, yeah, he went to Rendezvous, but
Did you wheel there? Did Ben wheel there?
Did we take a trail together?
Matt's getting old, you guys.
Oh, Ben went on the night run. Okay, Ben did go on the night run with us.
He can't remember the things.
Ben went on the night run with us. That's the one wheeling trip that I guess we did together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Nathan? How are you doing? So anyway, this was the subscriber run.
It was the first subscriber run.
I would like for all of the people watching right now to name what Matt is saying here.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
Fake answers only, please. Yeah.
I don't know, but my legs look really skinny.
Yeah, not anymore.
Shut up. It's because of your gallbladder.
So this is a teaching moment that you had. I believe this was is it at Rendezvous?
No, that's a Big Iron.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right.
The Big Iron Overland Rally.
Yep. I think the Big Iron Overland Rally, for me, was the most favorite event that we had in 2021. Would you say that?
Most favorite event? I loved Big Iron.
That we attended, I guess I should say.
Oh, gosh. I mean, Rendezvous was really... Moore was fantastic this year. Big Iron was fantastic this year. Rendezvous was great this year. Like, I didn't have any bad experience with any of them. Keweenaw was awesome, but you didn't get to go to that.
I didn't get to go to Keweenaw, so that... sorry, Cindy, that doesn't count.
I don't know. They were also great, and they were also different.
I think that Big Iron was the most amazing for me because it was just so laid back, and there wasn't a whole lot of people there, and it wasn't about the lights, the camera, the actions, all that. I mean, what other place can you go to and listen to amazing music, sit around and chill with your friends, and listen to the sounds of the harmonica and a huge bucket coming by you at night?
I mean, nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So earlier someone wanted to ask, they did ask us a question, actually. Let me scroll back up and see if I can find it because I didn't want to miss this question. But I know on Sully, you haven't had that much of an opportunity to use your moonshade, which is, I'm assuming, what he's talking about when he says the umbrella canopy.
Yes, I use that. I definitely do. And I have two. I always, if the weather's any chance of rain, I've always got it with me. It's always in the back of the Gladiator.
Because you use that to cook under.
Right. Yeah, that's my. Yeah, if it's raining, that's going up.
Yeah.
I actually haven't. I've only put it up once. I used it quite a few times with Knuckles, but I haven't actually used it yet. As far as in the rain with Sully.
Is it because you haven't been, you think?
It's because I haven't been out in the rain.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's because I haven't been out in the rain. But I mean, the odds of there being rain for the cold water run or March Madness or bonfire run, I mean, there's some great potential coming up, or any of the number of solo trips I make between now and then.
Yeah.
The
So
odds are good.
explain to the people that are watching the bonfire run, the cold water run, March Madness.
Oh, okay.
Those aren't typical events that people can see. I mean, obviously the bonfire is with Rendezvous or with Natural State Overland, but
yeah, those are just the names. Those are just names and excuses for me and my friends to go out and have fun. We started the cold water run started 3 years ago. This will be the third year for it. I actually didn't make the first year because I was sick, but they were jerks and did it without me. And then we had it last year, and I mean, once a month we all try to get together and do something. And then we just started giving them names.
Yeah.
So cold water run, we called it because it's freezing cold. We do it into January, 1st of February, and then March Madness, obviously because it's March. And then this will be the first spring for Sully. Definitely excited about some deep water crossings. But then bonfire run is all around the bonfire. It's in April, but we've got to do. I mean, we're actually doing cold water run in January this year. Oh, and this year we're starting a new one in February that we've already called the Frozen Butt Hang.
Hammocks only.
That one is one that it's going to be in February, and we're all agreeing to hammocks only. None of us are going to be sleeping in our rooftop tents.
That's ladies too.
So, yep, ladies too.
Cold water run is typically for guys. It's for the guys to get together.
Yeah.
And eat beef jerky and talk about things.
We don't
that's what I'm assuming y'all do.
We don't need
that, or somebody makes a bucky run and.
Nope, no beef jerky. We already got food plans for this one. Nathan's cooking. I can't remember what Nathan's cooking.
What? I don't know about these food plans.
We all voted on this.
This must be a secret private group.
I know James is bringing some crawfish and corn chowder.
What?
To this one too. And yeah, I don't remember what Nathan's cooking.
You better bring me some of that home.
I ain't gonna be anything that left.
Well, you know what you do? Let me just introduce you to this concept because I'm a plus size woman, and so I've been taught many diet techniques. So let me just take this, give it to you. You split half of what you're going to eat and you put the rest in a bowl. Like, you take it. So that way you don't eat your full portion. It's called portion control, babe. And so I'm going to need you to portion some of that out.
Here's the problem. James has already said, and I know James is here. He's listening. James has already said he's not making enough for like a full meal. He's going to bring enough for like an appetizer for everybody. So that he's not bringing very much. So I may have to portion out half of what he's bringing and put it in there.
That's fine. I just don't want one of those little ramekins. I want like a bowl.
You have to talk to James about that. He's the one. He needs to make more.
Oh,
maybe he can make a special batch.
Bro Dog steak quesadillas is coming.
Oh, that's what Nathan's cooking.
I will say, John makes some amazing steak tacos.
He does.
He's made those. Yeah, they're like street tacos, and he gets. I don't know what he does, but he's had those for appetizers for the past few trips, and these guys can cook, y'all.
Yeah, we don't play with food. We don't have hot dogs.
No.
On our trips.
I think Nathan had hot dogs one year. And that
was his starter kit.
That was the starter kit.
Yeah.
A cowboy ribeye?
Mm-hmm.
What is a cowboy ribeye?
That's the one with a bone in it.
Don't all ribeyes have a bone in them?
No.
No?
I cooked a ribeye for you at camp last night. There was no bone in there.
Oh. Okay.
The cowboy ribeyes, there is bone in ribeyes, and they call them. Yeah. Exactly, Nick.
Brian says food is a staple of any good wheeling trip.
It is on ours.
What's the favorite food that you've had out of all of our trips of 2021?
Oh, that's a good question.
So we've had hibachi.
I think
we've had tons of chili.
Nathan's hibachi.
We've had gumbo.
When was the hibachi?
That was at Bonfire.
That was Bonfire.
That was his first hibachi. And the first time that we discovered Yum Yum comes in a thing that you can buy at Kroger. Well, actually, I think that's the first time Grant did.
That was the first time Grant realized it, yes.
He was like mind blown.
Yeah. But then he also made hibachi again when we went to S'more.
Yeah.
With the Long Creek family.
But the only meal that
the hibachi is my favorite.
The fajitas with the carne asada that Muncie made.
There you go.
He did it for the whole crew. Shout out to Long Creek Overland. Incredible. That was amazing fajitas that we had.
That trip was 2020.
Brian, I need to talk to you about this Blackstone thing because I've been seeing a lot of videos of things to make on Blackstone, but
we don't need that because we have a Skriddle now.
I was going there. Going there. If you would have allowed me maybe 2 seconds.
Okay, sorry.
I was going there with your Skriddle.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was an amazing Skriddle. We cooked the fried rice this weekend on it. It was so good.
How did my steak and shrimp fried rice compare to? Because it was very similar.
Chili.
How did my steak and shrimp fried rice that I cooked last night compare to Nathan's hibachi? Because it's very similar.
Well, I had crushed red pepper to add into this.
Okay.
So that was a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say Nathan's was better because he had the he didn't have just the shrimp and the. I don't know. It was a little better. And he also made salsa.
What does that have to do with hibachi?
He's a man of many traits, I guess, and you're very one-sided. I don't know. Maybe you're going to get a crit in the neck. Okay, really? So Nathan's also made some spaghetti and garlic bread.
Yeah, we did that on the... That was cold water run, I think.
Yeah. I will say my favorite meal... has to be, it's actually not coming from Nathan. And it's not coming from you.
No, it's coming from James.
It's coming from James.
It's coming from James.
Because that Louisiana boy, he has made gumbo.
No. We cannot get, I'm calling it out here. We cannot count this as a James meal at camp. Because he made all of that ahead of time and brought it to camp.
Ooh.
So he did not cook the gumbo at camp, nor did he cook the... Now, James, do not get mad at me and fail to bring me the crawfish corn chowder, because I'm all about you making that at home. And
now he's been challenged to make it at camp.
Oh, there you go.
But so I will say that was not cooked at camp. He made the broccoli and chicken. I can't even remember what it was, and it had the sausage in it. That was on the white rim.
Basically an Alfredo thing.
That was the first time I ever had broccoli. That was that good.
Yeah. No, that was a good meal.
And he made that there.
And you and I have since made that at home.
Yes.
And by you and I mean me.
Yes. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. But
okay, Brian. So did you get the UEV?
I think he told me this. I think he told me this.
Did you get the 440 or for the 490? Okay, so anyways, back to that.
Brian, which one did you get? And when's it supposed to be in?
Okay, so Bobby Bullet or the Bullet Lewis.
I forgot about the OOAT came out in 2020, didn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. You created it, babe.
Yeah. The OOT is not possible on side by side because I don't think it's legal to drive from one end to the other on a side by side. I don't know. I'm not up on all the side by side laws in Arkansas, but I don't think that you can do the OOT in a side by side. At least not all of it.
Yeah. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Muncie agrees that Nathan's hibachi was the bomb.
It was.
Nick says, I state claim that the best dessert is that, I think that's his chocolate thing that he makes.
Yes.
The chocolate pie? Is that a pie?
Yeah,
thing?
the chocolate pie the chocolate pie that he brought at LBL was the Lane Between the Lakes was fantastic. He did botch it in Moab. He did not do it right in Moab. He tried. It was still real good, but the ones at
that was also like at 1:12. Was it at midnight that he made that one?
Something like that, yeah.
And it was in an Airbnb where it didn't have hardly any of the cooking stuff.
Yeah.
So it turned into like a pudding.
Yeah, but it was still really good.
Yeah, Brian said that we're waiting on the house to finish, but they're going to get the $490.
Yeah, if there was a way to retrofit a Blackstone where the crappy Dometic stove is, on the 490, that would be great. Because the stove that does come with the 490 is horrible.
Sucks. Yeah,
it is.
It's a Dometic. It's a Dometic.
I mean, you would think that would be great, but yeah, the Dometic stove. What about a lifted Tacoma on 33s? Oh yeah, absolutely. Tacoma on 33s running the OOAT all day long.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what Matthew has, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, yeah, he's maybe on 35s now, but for most of the time, it's on 33s or 34s.
Is the Frog Bayou on OAT?
No, we don't go that far west on the OAT.
Okay.
I need to make like a day 6 add-on for the OOAT.
Yeah, it's like a DLC, downloadable content.
There you go. It's like components. I mean, got that Frog Bayou on there, that would take like an extra 2 days.
Yeah.
Because Frog Bayou is so far away and so long.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, he's got the wife's approval.
Oh, dude, you're going to love it. Absolutely going to love it.
Yeah. So does the Gladiator have any issues pulling the tank? That was his concern after he saw this.
No, actually, no. We took it. We actually left yesterday. Took it on an overnight trip to the Ouachitas to see how well the Gladiator would kind of pull the tank. You know, on very mild trails. Honestly, they were dirt roads. But I did add airbags to the back, the back springs.
You have a lot of junk in your trunk
to help with the sagging from that added tongue weight on there, and that did help quite a bit. So I was real pleased. There was a lot of times that I kind of forgot it was back there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the Gladiator pulls the tank really well.
I mean, you don't get as good gas mileage. We did really good though this weekend.
Yeah, I got almost 11. I mean, 10.8 average for 100 and something miles off road. I mean, about 90 off road.
Brian's is a Mojave. He has a little lower tow rating.
You'll be fine.
Matt regeared. I mean, you regeared as well.
I did regear, which helped. If I was pulling the tank with my stock 410 gears, that would suck.
Yeah. Yeah, my Grand Cherokee pulls it just good, though.
It did, but it spent all the time in 6th gear.
She lived a happy life in Big Bend.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's good.
I will say the tank was probably our best purchase of 2021.
Over the Gladiator?
I mean, I don't drive a Gladiator.
Sure. No, I would think the Gladiator is.
Well, that's because you use it all the time.
I do, but I love it. I mean, going back to what I said at the beginning, if you told me at the beginning of 2021 or the end of 2020 that I would have been to Moab 3 times, plus Upper Peninsula of Michigan, plus New Mexico,
and Moab like 3 times.
Plus Big Bend, 3 times to Moab.
Colorado, we did Colorado.
Well, that was part of the Moab trips, but yeah. And got rid of Knuckles for a Gladiator.
Yeah.
Like a Gladiator was never on my radar. I would never wanted to own a Gladiator. Do
you have any regrets of selling Knuckles since you were so close to keep having him paid off?
I mean, the paid off thing was a big deal. Not gonna lie. But no, I absolutely love Sully.
Yeah.
I love my Gladiator. I have no regrets in getting it at all.
What about the idea of it being a truck? Because I know you were like, it's not a truck, it's a Jeep.
Well, it's not. Well, first of all, I don't consider it a truck. Second of all,
because you can't use it as a truck because you have it covered.
It's no longer a truck. I mean, I can't. I couldn't put a piece of plywood in the bed of that thing if I wanted to. So, I mean, I could stack some 2x4s on the side, but as far as doing truck things, I've pretty much ruined that.
This is why I was recently looking at the Tacomas. I'm just saying.
But yeah, I mean, of course, I mean, I love traveling in the Gladiator. No, that's why the Bronco is now off the table.
Troy, I will be the first one to admit right here that unless the tow rating goes up, I'm not going to be getting a Bronco.
Nope. Bronco would suck pulling the tank.
Yeah, real bad.
I mean, just like, I mean,
it's like 3,000. I don't understand that. And I don't understand after having something that I need to tow things, why can't a Wrangler that can crawl up all these amazing mountains and all that? I mean, why can't it tow?
I don't understand tow ratings and how they're calculated, but both a Wrangler and a Bronco have 3,500 pound tow ratings.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, that is at the limit of, what is Dry Creek School on day 1?
Is it the Union School?
No, it's on day 2 or 3. No, Union School's on day 5. Dry Creek School. I don't even know what that is.
I don't know either. Send us the coordinates and I'll have Matt plug it in.
I don't even know what that is. What were we talking about?
The towing.
Tow ratings. Yeah, I don't know how that's calculated, but yeah, Wranglers and Broncos suck at towing.
Yeah.
Anything real.
Articulation and something to do with the springs. Probably
yeah,
so.
I think wheelbase has a big deal about it too.
Yeah,
I know wheelbase has a lot to do with tow rating as well.
Speaking of wheelbase,
mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Pritchett.
Oh,
you like my transition to that?
I did. Yeah. Wow. Pritchett was definitely the hardest day ever. Was the hardest day of 2021.
I think that's the hardest. That's the hardest wheeling I've ever done, and I didn't even wheel. I didn't even drive my vehicle.
That was the hardest work wheeling I've ever done.
Yeah.
I mean, and I've gotten me and my friends have gotten ourselves in some, some fun situations and mud holes and stuck, and we've all gotten stuck, from time to time, and had some long days, but nothing like Pritchett Canyon. One I'll always remember, one I'm glad we did, one that as I continue to separate from it, knowing what I know now, do I want to do it again? So like maybe I would probably
well, we're going to take out your lights before we even get to that point. We're not going to spend 3 hours just removing your rear tail light.
Oh, on that part?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
Robert hasn't. You nearly crushed him.
He almost died.
You're laughing. I don't understand.
I mean, it was, I'm laughing because it was almost, not, he didn't. None of us did. So, yeah, Pritchett.
It was an amazing.
Pritchett was a day I will never forget.
No, at all. What was the hardest obstacle on Pritchett that you'd have to say?
Oh crap, what's the name of that one? Axel Hill, I think. Well, I don't think I want to go back with someone who knows it. Because I don't see how anybody in our group, I mean, we had a Wrangler Rubicon on 37s, and John couldn't get up Rocker Knocker.
But I think the issue with John, now I may be completely off, but you had just screwed up your Jeep on Rocker Knocker.
Yeah,
was it Rocker Knocker or Rim Rock? Yeah,
Rocker
Knocker. But seeing somebody who just did that to their vehicle in front of you,
John, I mean,
that's
John
very
wasn't giving up.
intimidating.
John wasn't giving up. He was trying and trying and trying multiple lines, and I mean,
but that's something that once you watch somebody doing it,
the reason that I broke a U joint was some fluke thing that won't happen again.
Yeah,
because my tire got bound up in the bumper and snapped, and that popped the U joint.
I will say Nick's vehicle on Pritchett really impressed me. Because I mean, I know you disagreed a lot with the lines that he took, but the fact that he was able to complete that trail.
Oh yeah, that was
because
huge.
his is
a sport on 35s, no lockers. Yeah, I mean
that's a big deal.
He had to winch obviously up some things.
Yeah, I mean
but
it wasn't pretty.
Did. Yeah, but we all did.
Yeah. Wondering, Okie wants to know, how often do we guys, me and you, come explore Oklahoma?
Oh man, I mean honestly, we haven't done Oklahoma. We've only been to Oklahoma twice. One was to run the goat trail. That was in what, 20? Was that 2020 or was that 2019?
I think it was 2019.
Was that 2019?
Yeah.
No, it was 2020. It was 2020 because that's when we got your Grand Cherokee.
Yeah, but was it? I thought it was before COVID.
Grand Cherokee then.
Was COVID a thing then?
I don't remember. I'd have to go back through the YouTube videos to look.
I always think of like BC and AC when we're talking about COVID. Is it BC or AC?
Yeah, I'd have to go back through the videos to look of when the goat was. I don't remember.
I will say the goat trail really shocked me by parts of Oklahoma that were so beautiful compared to what you see. Because we've always thought of Oklahoma as a let's get through it state, let's survive, kind of like Kansas. It surprised us.
Yeah, I think there's some really good gems. The problem with Oklahoma is there's so little public land.
Yeah. Nathan Anderson says November 2020.
Okay. That makes sense.
2020, not 2021. So close.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He was there for that.
We did go to Beaver's Bend in 2021.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I like Beaver's Bend.
We did make that trip in 2021.
Town.
Yep.
I would like to take the tank back there just because it's a really peaceful campground.
Oh, at the state park?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some, a few little hidden gems that are on the lake in the national forest there.
Yeah, there's some overlooks that I've seen.
That we could take the tank to. I just don't know. I think I have a marked guy.
Yeah.
And not have to stay in the national park.
Journey before the destination overlanding wants to know, when's the next patron event?
Actually, we need to look at that and plan that because it's got to be in April or May. And our calendar
May's pretty booked.
2022 is pretty booked.
I know.
At least through the summer.
This is true.
So we need to look at that and put that on the calendar.
Wondering, Okie said he watched the video. He camps there often at Beaver's Bend. We really like Beaver's Bend. I loved it. Yeah, it
was beautiful.
I really would like to stay at that overlook that I can see it in my picture, my eyes, my vision.
I know what you're talking about.
I can't think of where it's at, but it's an overlook. You can see the lake from there. Anyways. So yeah, I don't think we have much going on for, I guess, what our last subscriber weekend. This was from...
That was from the first subscriber weekend.
That was from the first one, not the second, because but that was a blast. I definitely want to get that planned again because we had a lot of people come to that. That's actually where you were teaching here and just kind of talking to some people.
I'm looking at the calendar real quick. We got more in April. And Bonfire Run in April.
JL Haynes says that they got here late. I heard my state where you talking about Kansas. Love the Big Bend stuff. Haven't been there since I was a kid. Yes. So we have a friend, Jason Harris. He's actually with Ozark. What is it?
Overland Outfitters.
Ozark Overland Outfitters. Yes. He actually just posted some pictures that he got off the beaten trail in Kansas, and those looked really pretty. But yeah, normally Kansas for us is just kind of a fly through state.
Well, and I mean the issue with both Kansas and Oklahoma is just there's so little public land. So I think there's amazing places there, but I don't know that
You got
there's
to know somebody.
massive camping opportunities there.
Yeah. Troy said at the subscriber fund that was fun diving off that waterfall.
Yeah, it was.
And poor Nathan, yeah, he's never been to a subscriber run yet.
Nope.
Maybe this year, Nathan. This year will be the year.
This year we can do it.
Any trips planned to Arizona?
Man, not in the first half of the year.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens in the second half.
I want to do the lottery.
Oh, for the wave.
Yeah, I would love to shoot the wave.
Yeah, by shoot you mean photograph?
Yeah,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I would like also to do what is I always forget.
Antelope Canyon.
Antelope Canyon.
Yeah.
I want to hike up into that.
I want to go down to the Sedona area and all the off-road trails down there.
Yeah.
And then that part of the country.
Yeah. I know with the wave, you can either do the lottery there in person. They allow, I don't know, 20 people per day to go in, and but you have to do it 4 months in advance. So like right now they're booking out for April and May. So it's like a 4-month advance thing. So it's kind of crazy about how they do all that. But anyways, so Wondering Oakley says they're a fairly new patron donator. Thank you very much. He's anxious to meet and greet with us, and we would love to. That's some of our favorite trips is when we're just sitting around the campfire with the people that do the patron events and the subscribers. That's how we get to know people, and we really like hearing your feedback and your stories. And you give away fridges and stuff. It's fun. Yeah, we had a blast for that. Okay, but are you going to hammock? That is the real question. For 2022, do you plan on hammock camping?
Well, yeah,
we've got
Well, yeah, of course I'm going to hammock. I mean, we've got the whole trip around the hammocks.
Yeah.
Coming.
I'm super excited about that.
I mean, in the spring, I will definitely be sleeping in my hammock still.
Yeah. You don't plan to just go bougie in the tank all the time?
Or the rooftop tent in the Gladiator. No, I'm still going to sleep in my hammock.
Yeah. I will say, I think I'm going to take my rooftop tent off.
Yeah, I was going to try to do that this weekend.
Yeah.
And just
run it
in the garage.
Yeah. Because I think it would be nice to have it on there, but we could always take your Gladiator. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, and we're gonna have to take it off to do the thing that's coming up with the Grand Cherokee anyway.
Yeah.
So
the big reveal.
Oh, does he have to take? Oh, does he didn't have to? Oh no. I hope he didn't have to take the roof rack off.
He may have to.
That'll be fun. That's good. Maybe he can just take the planks, because that'll be a nightmare if he has to do that.
Matt, are there any plans this year to do the Cuckee Adventure Trail?
Why, yes, there actually are. It is actually on the calendar, March, isn't it? Yeah, we got invited to come run it in March by Brad. Brad Brazel invited us to come run that. So we will be up there. I'll let you know the dates, Mike.
Is the Kentucky Adventure Trail the one where they were putting the spikes in the thing?
No, that's K-Trail. That's in Oklahoma.
K-Trail.
That's in Oklahoma.
That's really sad that people would do that.
Bend. Well, that was private property, and they were like, "Get off my property." So
yeah.
I mean, and plus they grow a lot of weed there, so there's that too.
Matthew Owen says that he ordered his first ever RTT today.
Ooh, congrats. Which one did you get?
We'll need to know which one you got for that as well. Any plans for Moab?
No.
What if James wants to run Pritchett again?
We're not doing that in 2022. We already know that James is out of vacation days because we tried to get him to go elsewhere. So
true.
Yeah. So no plans for Moab in 2022. Our big trip in the summer is going to be northern Colorado.
Yeah, every I can't talk. Every year we switch it up. So one year we'll do Moab, the next year we'll do Colorado, or the next year we'll do something different. We usually have Colorado in there on a rotating basis, but this year we're going to do Colorado, and we're going to hit up Holy Cross, which is in Vail.
Yeah,
and then,
it's in Vail. It's the last badge trail we have to get in Colorado.
Yeah.
But it will be very much an overlanding style trip. We won't be taking the tank. We'll just be living out of the Gladiator and traveling from place to place. And we'll be, with the exception of Holy Cross, we will spend most of our time north of I-70, where we have never been before. So it'll be brand new, exploring Colorado. Because I mean, honestly,
what is
I feel
even
like
north of that? Do you have any clue what you're getting into?
Only from watching some of Lifestyle Overland's videos.
So like Enchanted Rockies?
No, they did their Colorado high country route and trail videos this past year. It was all through Colorado. It was, I mean, they did none of the named trails. It was all just Forest Service roads through the area, and that's kind of what I want to do for us. We do need to order the Fun Treks Northern Colorado book, because that's a separate book, remember?
Yeah.
Because that's a separate book. We need to order that book.
Yeah, we need to have that one.
Get that. Yeah.
Journey Before the Destination said that they'd love to hook up in Colorado.
Yeah.
Mike said that the Big Sand Dunes area. So isn't that
Big
where
Sand Dunes? I mean, no,
are they talking about the Great Sand Dunes?
No, Great Sand Dunes is way south.
Okay.
I don't know what Big Sand Dunes is. I don't know what that is. I have no knowledge of the things above I-70. I just know I want to go there because it's uncharted territory. I think the Rome. That's a good tip. Yeah, good choice.
Yeah.
I just know I want to go someplace new. I mean, I just remember back to our first really 2 trips to Colorado.
Yeah.
They were
in Airbnbs. Is that what we're doing?
No, the first one was an Airbnb, but it was totally new and it was totally unknown. And then our second trip, where it was just me and you and Charlie, and at that point our new flyer, what was then became the Great Pumpkin, that was all new until we got to Ouray. And then the year after that, when I guess last year, when we took everybody out there.
Well, we took Ben and his dad first.
Yeah, and there was nothing new in Colorado on that trip.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, we did do a couple new things when we took, the rest of the group out there in 2020.
Yeah.
But we did a whole lot of familiar stuff. So I want this year's trip to be completely brand new.
Papa Jinx said you need plans to do Montana in the far future. I would love to do that. I would love to do Montana. I think that's also where Yellowstone is filmed. So I have real high hopes of meeting Kevin Costner.
Yeah. I thought you want to meet Rhett.
Oh, he's in my pocket. Rip.
Oh, Rip. Not Rhett.
Yeah, but I would like for Kevin to show me around his Tacoma.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you would. Is that what they call it now? Show me around your Tacoma. Okay.
A taco.
Yeah.
Cindy is curious. You should know what's going on in May. Silly girl.
May, we're going to Yellowstone and Grand Tetons.
Yep. I'm super pumped about that.
For a trip out there with Cindy.
With Cindy Pope and Northology Adventures and Quinoa and Chris and Jill from 1941 Adventures. I'll just shamelessly plug everybody right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super pumped about that. That's a long drive. That's like 20 something hours.
Yeah. I bet that we spend the night somewhere in Colorado on that trip.
On the way there?
Yeah. And on the way back.
I'm down.
I'm down.
So when is Keweenaw? When is the core event?
November? No.
Is it November?
September.
September? Okay.
Yeah, it's September.
I think they're doing another thing. Cindy is. But she's not really told us much about that special thing because they're doing another thing, like a before September thing, I think.
Yeah, but we don't know anything about that yet.
I know. We got to have these things, Cindy, if we're going to plan for them. We're just going to tell you that right now. Let us know. Hit us in the DMs. All right. B3 Outdoors is wanting to know, what has been your coldest night?
Coldest? God, what is our coldest night?
I will say 17 degrees in a hammock.
I think that. Yeah, 17 degrees in a hammock is both of our coldest night.
We had rainfly on top of us that collected the snow and the frost. And I got warm. I got too warm the first night because I had my daddy's Coleman sleeping bag, like huge, big sleeping bag. And I had it. And then Matt had made me you had given me a quilt to put underneath, like as a kind of an under quilt. And then I had hot hands in my pockets and in my socks. And then I had a battery powered, because we didn't have any nice jackery things back then, a battery powered scarf. I had my toboggan on.
Yeah, we did that. We had
about 2 layers of clothes.
We had none of our good gear then. I mean,
nothing.
None. We didn't have I had a homemade underquilt that I made out of an old sleeping bag.
Yeah.
That worked well, but none of our good gear. And we did really good on that trip. So, I mean, you can do it. But I bet your coldest night was that second night in the tank in the Ozarks.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
That was cold.
That was the night that Ozark Overlanding Adventures nearly became minus a main contributor to the channel. Because Matt stole all of my covers.
I did not. You kept pushing them off.
And he tried to flog me.
Huh?
With the feathers.
That's not what flogging is.
That's what you did.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So tell the story of the feathers.
Of the feathers of the goose dying
that
in
we're
the tank?
still finding in the tank.
I think we got them all now.
Nope, I found one this weekend.
I think that was the last one. I think. Yeah, so if you've seen some of my videos, you know I have a super, super nice down top quilt sleeping bag from Enlightened Equipment that I love. I did not know the value of high quality sleeping bags until I got that one. And we were also using a buddy heater in the tank to keep us warm because it was really cold that night.
We didn't have our diesel heater.
We didn't have the diesel heater at that point. And my really nice top quilt slipped off of us onto the floor and fell on the buddy heater, which then melted the sleeping bag, and down feathers were everywhere.
All in the new camper.
When I picked it up, it looked like a goose had been destroyed.
And Matt's, I'm over here with no covers on, nothing, and he leans over and he asks, "Are you okay?" And I said, like any woman would do, I said, "I'm fine."
I know it's like any woman, you lied.
Was not fine. And then he was like, "Whenever you wake up in the morning, make sure whenever you look out and you see all the feathers, just remember there was a lot more."
True.
We had so many feathers in the camper. It was horrible. But you have a new blanket, and that's been fixed.
I did. That's been replaced.
Yeah.
So, and we now have a diesel heater, so we don't have to do that. So.
Yeah, I'm super pumped for Yellowstone. Travis says it's awesome out there, and also Oki says Crater Lake should definitely be considered.
What is Crater Lake? Is that?
I think
that's national park.
No.
What is Crater Lake?
I think it's just one of the scenic things. It's just beautiful.
Oh,
I think it's the blue. I believe so. Okay. I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Troy wants to know: would you ever go to Alaska and drive the Dempster Highway? Is he talking about the Dalton Highway?
No, it's a Dempster.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. We will. I mean, there's so many things that we want to do now but we have to wait until we're on the road full time.
We need to start a list
because I mean,
we could start, babe. That's how we can plan out our routes. We can put all of our stuff in a jar where we're wanting to go, and then pick it out and be like, okay, we're headed to Alaska.
You know, I'm a lot more efficient than that.
Well, I'm not, and you should know that about me.
Like, if we're going to go to Alaska and maybe we're down in Arizona, then we plan where are we going to go between Alaska and Arizona.
Well, then, yeah, we could definitely do that.
And it takes us finally 2 months to get to Alaska.
That's totally fine.
We also have to plan Alaska. I mean, Alaska you have to do Alaska in the summertime.
Yeah.
Because snow.
Yeah. It's a lot of snow.
Or, late spring.
Yeah, Oki said, have you ever plowed South Central Colorado? Trails like Imogene Pass, Ouray, it's beautiful and closer to North Colorado.
We've been to Ouray multiple times.
Well, yeah.
I've run
multiple times in a year sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I've run Imogene 3 times now. Black Bear Pass twice. Poughkeepsie 3 times.
Imogene is actually that was my old Jeep's name. I had a 4-door Wrangler and loved it. And actually, that was the year before that. Back to that story up, I was wanting. What did I have? A Renegade.
Yeah,
I had a Renegade.
Then you got a Renegade.
Yeah, I had a 2-door Sport, and then I sold it, and then I got the Renegade because we were just using mats, and then we went to Colorado one year, and it made me want my Jeep back, so I got a 4-door, and I named it Imogene Pass because that was the first year that I had done Imogene. It was beautiful. Imogene is probably one of my favorite, but not anymore. If you have not driven Taylor Pass in Colorado for me is my favorite.
Yeah, that's great.
Is that your favorite there too? Or would you still say Pearl?
I just like so many for so many reasons. I mean, of course, I mean, oh crap, it left me.
What are you doing?
The one with Devil's Punch Bowl.
Schofield Pass.
Schofield, yes.
Schofield, not
Schofield. I love Schofield Pass.
Yeah.
So much. But that just, Taylor's one of my favorites. Pearl Pass, I love it just because it's so long and varied.
And I like that it's seasonal. Like, you can't always get it. Yeah. Like, it's one of the ones that's kind of, you got to hit it just right. But I will say, I don't think any of the crew that went with us liked Schofield Pass. I think they were all.
Ben did.
Well, Ben is Ben. Ben, he went swimming in Devil's Punch Bowl for like an hour.
I know. Okay, wait. I do have to call out Wandering Okie real quick. Because if you go back on the channel, and you will see all kinds of videos of Ouray. So clearly you haven't watched all the videos.
Yeah. Terry Buller said he lived in Gunnison. Never gotten enough of that place. I go back as often.
God, Gunnison would be such a great place right in the
middle.
Gunnison
was looking at one of the places we were thinking about actually moving. There'd been, a time where we had thrown around some places where we would move to in Colorado. So that way it was kind of centrally located. We had tossed around that and Montrose.
And then we decided not to move anywhere and just live on the road.
Yep.
So
which is going to be kind of different for us just because, that's a whole different way of living as far as mail. Like, how will you get all of the packages in the refrigerators?
We won't be doing fridge reviews when we're living on the road full time.
Oh, I
see. there's no more weekly gear reviews at that point.
No, it'll just be a full-time trip review. I don't know. Do you guys like the gear reviews or do you like the trail reviews? That's what we'll take.
I know. I like making the trip videos a lot more than I did the gear review videos.
Yeah. Terry actually asked, living on the road, what do you do about the mail?
We've had friends that have done it. So we've got expertise, people with expertise who know how to do that. And there is ways.
Yeah. You have to, it's like a traveling PO box kind of thing that it sends to. Now, as far as packages, I've heard that's a little bit more of an inconvenience, but yeah, definitely need a post office box. As a newbie with a new to him four-door JK that is nicely gecko green, what kind of off-roading would you recommend? Is it not the gecko?
I think that's hyper green.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think that's the hyper green.
Okay.
What kind of off-roading? I mean, like overlanding versus rock crawling.
Yeah.
Gosh, I mean, it just depends on how build up do you want that JK?
I will say I see a Rubicon, but let me just discuss some things because I went your route and I see the cube light bars, but I don't see a winch. I'm gonna call you out right there. You're gonna need a winch. You're gonna need to have a winch. Winches are good. It just depends on how you're gonna build your vehicle. I mean, where you want to go, what you want to do.
I mean,
don't buy everything.
I would not recommend just mudding for the sake of mudding. Don't do that. That will tear your vehicle up faster than anything.
Yeah.
Newbie,
hold on just a second. Hold on.
What?
Hold on. You said tearing your vehicle up in the mud is just the worst.
Yes.
I present to you Exhibit A.
That wasn't so bad. Only my back tires in the mud.
This was the last time that Knuckles was out in the woods.
That's not so bad. I meant mudding for the sake of mudding. I wasn't mudding for the sake of mudding here. That's just on the trail.
Is that a Toyota I see pulling you out?
Shut up.
Is it?
Yes.
I can't tell really.
Yes, that's Robert's.
Who was that?
And that was Robert's Forerunner. He was way too excited.
Robert's Forerunner. Gotcha.
Yes. Do we need to talk about how many times I pulled him out of mud holes?
No, I don't have any pictures of that.
Oh, I've got videos of it. No, I've got videos.
Well, I don't watch your channel, so. Kevin said a winch is coming next week. Good job.
Yeah, good.
So it just depends on whatever he's wanting to do. Oh, look, Robert, I was just talking about that one time that he pulled you out.
I will say, Kevin, as a newbie, if you have a nearby off-road park that's like, a legit rocky, rocks.
Yeah, like where do you live?
That is an off-road park is a great place to learn your vehicle. You can start with the mild trails, work your way up, learn your vehicle, learn where your tires are so you get used to where your tires are, turning around trees, planting them on rocks and all that sort of stuff. But go to an off-road park to learn your vehicle.
Yeah. Highly suggest that. As far as overlanding your vehicle, that's really all you need. You have a Rubicon there. That's incredibly capable. You need to learn your vehicle before you decide to go and buy all the things because you'll end up buying a lot of things that you don't need.
Yeah.
I've been there. So JL Haynes says, I love that episode. And when you're being asked, what's he asking for? What was that again? When Robert was pulling you out, you need help getting you pulled out of that little mud hole? That's cute.
I did, because my tires were bald at that point.
Oh. One more thing.
Yeah, Kansas Rocks.
Go to Kansas Rocks. I've heard that's incredible.
Kansas Rocks is great.
Yeah, I've heard that's an amazing group. Lisa and her husband, actually Lisa Addington and Overland Essentials. My mind's going blank, but the Rebel Rally Girls, that's where they go a lot of. It's Kansas Rocks.
Yeah, it's a great group to run with.
Yeah, but definitely, we don't like mudding either. Okie said, hey, he religiously watches us, but he can't live on here as much as he wants because, not his full-time job. And I love it because we got a lot of feedback already. Whenever I ask gears or trails, the answer is yes. But anyways, it was amazing night with you, just thinking about where we've been for 2021. What plans do we have for 2022? Let's see. So we'll be at Moore.
Well, let's start. Let's see. Cold Water Run, March Madness, or Hanging Butts, Frozen Butt Hang, March Madness in the Ozarks, Moore Expo, Bonfire Run,
Big Iron.
Well, that's in June.
Yellowstone, Grand
Kentucky
Tetons,
Adventure Trail, Yellowstone KAT, Big Iron, Colorado, Keweenaw, Rendezvous. And I know, like you said, Cindy has something else in the works. We know Chris has, I think, some other thing in the works that he's also not telling anybody about yet. So.
And just regularly hang around and get with our friends.
And then.
Oh, and we got Disney. We got Disney coming up.
I ain't video on that.
No, I'm just saying that's going to be an adventure.
Yeah. I may make a video out of that one.
Oh, I can't wait for it.
So,
isn't there a video where you went headfirst into mud hole? Oh, yeah.
Yes. The name of that video is called I Was Stupid.
Because he was.
And actually, that is the mud hole that ruined my my Warren Mitch. Another sun run. What's a sun run?
I'm thinking he means sub, like a second subscriber.
Run. Oh yeah. We got to get those on the calendar.
Yeah, we definitely need to plan that out. Alrighty,
okay. Well, I'm going to bed now.
It's time to go to bed now. It's been great hanging with everybody. I really appreciate y'all coming on. I think next
back in the
week.
House now?
No, you got to stay out there. Next week
we
have
I'd be good.
The Fry and fam. We have Matt Fry and his wife. I'm actually
Matt Fry's coming back on?
Yeah, with his wife, the better half.
Oh, really?
Because we're always the better half.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know Matt was coming back on. Cool.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Y'all have a great night. Matt?
I'm coming inside to go to bed.
Make sure you start that diesel heater.
I'm coming inside to go to bed.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.